Hello and welcome to Antique Moon Tarot. We are here to look at September 2023 moon reading. That is where we look at the energies of the full and new moon of the month, seeing what zodiac signs they are in and what that means for the different signs that we will read for. And first in September, we have starting with the new moon, which is flipping from last month because we had an extra full moon in August. So now we're going to be having the new moon in the beginning of the month, and this one will be September 14th/15th, so kind of going into the 14th or the 15th. When I was looking up information, some places said the 14th, some places said the 15th. So that we're just going to go with that. It's on a cusp. So the new moon is in Virgo. And Virgo is meaning that this is looking for order and clarity, and also kind of trying to bring in or let go of control and bring in just a feeling of going with the flow. So we're starting with the fire signs, and I won't be surprised if that seems to be something that's going to be difficult for the fire signs. I am an Aries, so I know that is something that's super difficult for me. And then later we are going to be, so the top row will be for the new moon, the bottom row will be for the full moon, which is going to be in Aries, September 29th. And this, kind of the message for that is do not rush things, try to slow down and consider things before moving forward. So sounds like it's going to be difficult for me this month. But let's take a look. This is for all fire signs, sun, moon, and risings. Also Venus. Oh, and another thing I'm going to do is at the end is a little extra bonus this month is I'm going to do an extra reading for the sign, like particularly for the sign that the moon is going to be in. So I will be doing a Virgo reading and an overall reading for Aries. So Virgo and Aries, you get the bonus this month. All right. So please find clarity for my fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, in the month of September 2023, starting with the first half of the month in the new moon in Virgo. What messages do we have from my fire signs? New moon in Virgo. Oh, that's always a killer. Ooh, okay. So again, to me, this is, especially when we said looking for order and clarity and trying to let go of control, I see definitely that there has been some heartbreak and feeling left out in the cold, feeling down and out. This could be in relationships. This could be in business. Honestly, I feel that it is having to do more. I don't see, we're going to clarify. And if a lot more cups come up, then it's definitely going to be relationship. If more like coins or wands come up, it's probably going to be more like in your business area. But definitely a loss, a heavy loss, feeling left out in the cold, feeling very unbalanced and kind of non-victorious. So that is very heavy energy in the beginning of this month. So let's see what cards can help us clarify what this is talking about, and hopefully give us some guidance as well of how we can manage through this heavy energy. Okay, please clarify Please clarify this Three of Swords for my fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm going to fix this lead a little bit. There, maybe you can see the cards a little better. Okay. Three of Swords is clarified by the King of Buttons in reverse. So, which is also a King of Coins. So you may have been dealing with a King of Coins type of a person who basically was, perhaps had some narcissistic tendencies, kind of not considering you and your emotions, but more just what is the best for them. So basically just, not putting you where you belong on their priority list, for sure. Let's clarify the Five of Coins, please. So, again, this could be in work or could be in love. So it could be a boss or somebody that is not, putting you where you need to be going or not recognizing your skills or something. Or it could be someone in love that's just selfish. All right, then the down and out, we have the Page of Buttons. So very interesting, because in this, it's like this is showing me why maybe you were left out in the cold, and it's because of someone that is actually could have been like a son or a daughter, or like a child that is in the mix, that they had to put them before you, or they didn't see how they couldn't have you in the mix. Okay, so like the child or children had to go first, and so for some reason they felt like you're the one that kind of like that got sacrificed. The relationship with you got sacrificed. Not saying that they did the right thing, just saying that for some reason they did not see that there was another solution. If you're looking at this in career-wise, this could be that they had, what is that word where you hire people that are like related to you? I think it starts with an N. All right, it's not going to bother me. But anyways, it's kind of like they already had somebody in mind for the position, or they had like they felt obligated to give this other person like the position or the raise or something like that. And it could be because they were someone they were related to or felt that they had ties to somehow, and they felt obligated to that person. Excuse me. So now let's look at the Chariot. Chariot is clarified by the Devil. Yeah, so basically there is just a lot of imbalance happening, and it's due to, people either not able to face their fears and change things, having like unhealthy relationships or codependent relationships, something where they just were not able to kind of like, I don't want to say think for themselves, although it kind of comes up that way. It's like they needed to do this thing. They weren't able to stand up to really what maybe they should have done or should be doing. So that, of course, is causing a lot of imbalance in the situation. And the Six of Wands, let's clarify that, please, for our Six of Wands. Six of Wands is the Page of Cups. So, Six of Wands reversed is not being victorious. And then the Page of Cups is, kind of like an offering of love or possibility, or, bringing in something Maybe I'm also feeling like could be an apology or an offer of some type. So this person is feeling bad about how they treated you. And I don't know if they're going to actually bring in clarity, which we will. I'm going to actually see that. But perhaps an apology, maybe an explanation, but maybe not the whole truth of why things went the way they did. So let's take a look. I'm just going to use some cards here. Can we clarify the Page of Cups, please? What is this offer or apology, or what's coming in for this? Oh my gosh, also the Page of Needles. And the Eight of Matches reversed. So this is a person that definitely is thinking about, you know, what happened and coming in. They might be, you know, keeping an eye on you and really wanting to, you know, they do want to bring in clarity. They do want to bring in clarity with the Page of Needles coming in. So they do want to bring in that clarity. They really want to communicate with you for sure, with two pages coming in. Because they want to release this burden. So the Eight of Matches reverse is kind of like releasing a burden. So they're feeling bad. They're feeling bad about what happened here for sure. So you could possibly expect this person to be coming in with an explanation or an apology. Okay, so yeah, that's definitely the situation in the beginning of the month for my fire signs. And let's see how it continues through the second half of the month, where the full moon is in Aries, and they're cautioning not to rush into things, to slow down and consider things before moving forward. All right, so what are my cards for my fire signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus is continuing from this situation into the second part of September? What are these cards? What do we need to know and see? Okay, so with the Four of Swords in reverse, I do see this, again, this person taking action. With Judgment, they're kind of trying to make things right and like taking, also like trying to realize or think about what they want in life, you know, what's important to them and how they should be focusing their time and energy. They feel very motivated to take action here with the King of Wands. And again, though, I think they themselves are also, though, trying to sort out. There's still like some issues where it's unclear with the Seven of Cups. You know, they're still trying to figure out what the different options and like how they can do things. Okay. So we're going to do some clarifying. Please clarify this Four of Swords with this person deciding to take action, with this message coming in, possible clarity and apology for the situation that happened earlier. Okay, we have the Ace of Needles in reverse. Okay, so I feel like they are going to come in with some clarity, but it might not be the entire picture. So, like, for example, if it's like the work situation, maybe they're going to come in and be like, look, sorry that you got overlooked for the position or blah, blah, blah. but like this other person, they're going to kind of like, they're not going to just come out and say, hey, it was the boss's daughter, so we had to give it to her. Obviously, they can't say that because it's illegal. Oh, nepotism. Yay, finally thought of the word nepotism. So, but they are trying to bring some sort of clarity and maybe even kind of like a type of a new beginning, not like brand new, but maybe some other type of an offer, or just kind of like, let's start again and like work towards blah, 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 or let's try to find something that will make things kind of right for you. Which goes into next the Judgment, trying to make things right. Let's see, what's that? It's clarified by the Ace of Buttons, which is opportunity. So that is good, actually. Even though there's kind of like an air of mystery in here where it's not exact clarity. I mean, it does give you kind of a look. And honestly, I feel like if you use your intuition, you'll be able to read between the lines. Like, you'll be able to say, oh, for sure it was like the boss's sister's daughter, like his niece or whatever, okay? Or if it's like in a relationship, and the kids are involved in that type of thing, they might say like, oh, you know what, I just really didn't have time. I have to like run the kids around, blah, blah, blah. I mean, but again, like we can make time. You have to make time and prioritize. And you can tell like, okay, I obviously wasn't a priority. So maybe they're like seeing that they should have given you more time or made you more of a priority. And so they're not going to admit that, honestly, I just put you to the side, but now I'm regretting that, so that's the type of idea. But I like the Ace of Buttons coming in with this Judgment card, taking stock in life, making things right, because it's a nice, like, fresh, solid, new offer. Okay? So this is something that you can be sure that it's real, it's authentic, it's really something that they have thought about, and it's a solid offer that they're coming in to offer you to try to make things right. Let's look at the King of Wands. Let's clarify the King of Wands, please. Okay, we have the Five of Coins. Oh, gosh. All right. So that is twice now the Five of Coins has come out. So I would also just have patience, because although this person is trying, they really are perhaps going through some very like difficult times. And I would just say, just be careful of repeating cycles, that if you are starting to feel left out in the cold again, I don't feel that they are doing that intentionally, because with the King of Wands, they really do have intention and passion and wanting to like make this right. But I think you're just going to have to be compassionate and understand that maybe they don't have control over everything, and there are some hard things that they're going through right now. Okay? But just to be aware of that, have compassion, but don't be afraid to like speak up and say, look, this is kind of happening again. What can we do to like make this not repeat itself? Okay, and then the Seven of Cups. Let's clarify for the Seven of Cups. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay. So again, I was feeling that even though this person does have good intentions, there's still blockages and issues that's going to keep them from leveling up, from going from this Page of Cups to the Knight of Cups. So there's still going to be, you know, patience and time needed. You know, if this is a relationship and you feel like, you know, I already have given enough time in this situation, you know, you may decide to move forward from this just because it's still not going to be like zip zip, you know, it's going to be more of like time and waiting. But it's up to you. If you feel like this is something that is, you know, worth that, you know, all this effort and patience, then you know, continue, but just know it's going to be a little bit yet. If this is a work opportunity, the same, you know, or career, it's the same thing. You know, you may feel like if you've put in enough time in a company and there's no movement happening, then perhaps you want to, like, you know, look elsewhere. But if you really, you know, love what you're doing and you love the company, again, just realize that they're trying to like get you up, you know, up the ladder, but it's going to be some time still. All right, so I'm going to use where did I put this deck? The Queen of the Moon Oracle, just to get an overall sense of the month. As a little summary here, and then we will go into just a general reading for Virgo and Aries. But this is the fire signs, so I'm going to do the Aries one here, and then the Virgo one will actually be when I do the month's reading for the earth signs. So I might want to check out that video. If you have Virgo placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, any of that. All right, so what are our overall energies for my fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, in the month of September 2023? We have gratitude. Gratitude, and the number is 23, which talks about balance and happiness, and overall is a 5 for change. So again, to relate this to the whole idea of trying to let go of control, trying to slow down, and, like, you know, release control from, you know, just letting things move at their own pace. You know, look to gratitude. Look to see what you already have in the moment and not what you know, are wanting. Try to focus on the happiness and the things that you have right now. And that gratitude will lead to definitely the abundance and things that you want to bring into the future. Feeling like we need another card. I don't know why. So let's see, we'll get one more. Okay, blossoming, the flower moon. So that's 33. So again, that's expansion and happiness. With a 6 is peace. So I feel like I'm very glad we did that, because we have a 5 to a 6. So within this like rocky change in this month that's feeling like it's going to be, you know, kind of difficult, you need patience. That's like really difficult for me. Through this though, know that, you know, your peace is coming, things are coming for you, and you just need to have patience and, you know, don't lose hope. Things are going to be going better for you. You will find your peace and your happiness. Okay, so now I'm going to clear this out and do just a general reading for Aries for the month of September. Let's see here. Okay, what's in store for Aries in particular in the month of September? What is the message? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Aries, month of September. Ooh. All right, awesome. I see a definite, you have the Lovers card. So the Lovers card, it talks about obviously a very good match that may be coming in for you. And or I've also heard that, you know, the Lovers can mean choices. But it's like within your choices though, there's definitely, you know, good energy coming in. Now, death reverse to me is resistance to necessary change. So I feel like you're going to have to approach this relationship maybe differently than you've approached other relationships. The Nine of Wands for me is talking also about like working in as a community or working in a group. So I'm wondering if this situation with the Lovers, it has to do with like maybe they have kids or maybe you have kids or both have kids. So it's kind of like not just you and that other person in the mix, but it's kind of like all of you are in the mix of how this is going to work. So you're going to have to be able to, you know, kind of compromise and work together as a team in order for this situation to be working. The Three of Coins here, I'm going to clarify that, but at the same time, the Three of Coins in reverse is kind of like not being rewarded for your skills. So to me, that's also saying in this type of situation is that make sure that you know your worth. You know, don't overgive because, you know, a lot of you watching this may be overgivers. So don't overgive. Remember your worth. Make sure this is an equal give and take relationship. And the Two of Wands, for me, I like this because it says, for me, it's like when it's reversed, it's like the time of waiting is over. So it's like this is the month to make these things happen, that they are going to be starting in this month with this relationship, working things out, but also, you know, being certain that you know your worth and how things are going to be going here. Okay, so let's clarify that situation a little bit more. All right, let's clarify. Can we clarify this situation for Aries? And again, remember, these are general readings, so if you do not resonate, then, you know, this reading is obviously not for you. Take what resonates, leave the rest. You can check out, you know, your other sun, moon, rising signs with the other elemental readings I do for the month. And remember, there's also a bonus Virgo reading for this month. All right, so clarifying the Lovers. We have the King of Buttons in reverse. Well, isn't that interesting? That is the same stinking king that came up in the whole fire sign reading for this month. So that's the person that we're talking about here for, and I'm feeling again this, if this is love or for, again, it could be the, you know, career, but this person is still in their same energy, unfortunately. So just keep that in mind. I mean, they're trying, obviously, as we saw in the last part, which I will clarify to make sure. But it's so interesting that the same dang King of Buttons came up in reverse again. Okay, please clarify this death in reverse. Please clarify the death in reverse. we have the Four of Needles. Okay. So this is like kind of the Four of Needles is like the Four of Swords. So it's kind of like just maybe stepping back and taking a break. And to me, with this resistance and necessary change, again, that could be related to, you know, the fire signs as we are in this one, this specifically for Aries. It's hard for us not to be constantly taking action. It's hard for us to sit back and let things happen. But this is kind of what they're saying right now. Like, you need to sit back and just like take a step back from it and kind of let things play out how they're meant to play out. Nine of Wands. Can you clarify this Nine of Wands in this situation, please? We have Temperance. Ugh, patience. I think you heard the disgust in my voice. Oh, I just, you know, blah, 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 divine timing, right? So that is just seeming to be like the thing here, like working as a team, being patient, letting these things work out. Because especially when there's more than one person involved, you know, some people move quicker than others. So the patience and, but at least Temperance is right side up here. So that gives me some hope, excuse me, that, you know, things will work out. But I just do still feel, though, as an Aries, you do not try to control everything, because it's not going to work. And then you're just going to be absolutely frustrated. So that's going to be a challenge. That's going to be the challenge. But they're saying, you know, that's what you need to do. Please clarify this Three of Coins in reverse. We have the Two of Buttons. Okay, so that is like the Two of Coins. So I like it, though, because it is talking about balance and balancing things. When we talked about here, the Three of Coins, we talked about how saying, you know your worth. Make sure that there's equal give and take happening. And if you're like doing this, holding back, not over giving, perfect. That's exactly what we were talking about, that things will be more in balance, that you will feel it's a more equal exchange. And let's look at the Two of Wands in reverse. Two of Wands in reverse. Two of Wands in reverse. All right. That is clarified by strength. Okay. So with that, because Two of Wands, I said, it feels like the time is now. I feel like the time is now is because you have done a lot of work. You have done a lot of inner work. You have found your inner strengths. You have found more control of yourself and like discipline of emotions. And even though this is going to be hard, like, you can do it because you have worked on this. These are like shadow aspects of yourself that you really have been working on. So of course they are being tested once again, but I feel like it's going to be fine. You're going to be able to do it. So Aries, that is your bonus reading for September. I hope it resonated with you. Please like and or subscribe to the channel if it did. And I will see you in the next one. Hello, welcome to my Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you hadn't listened to the introduction about this September's moon meanings and the zodiacs that they are in, please go ahead and listen to that. I will do a brief, just a brief overview of what's happening as we go through the reading with the moon cycles and how they connect with the earth signs. But before that, I'd also want to mention that I am doing bonus readings this month for the actual signs that are found in the moons. So the new moon is in Virgo. So Virgo, you will be getting a bonus reading for the month. And the full moon was in Aries, or is in Aries. So the Aries bonus reading should be tagged below to the link to that if you have Aries placements anywhere that you would like to see that bonus Aries video. All right, so getting into this September 2023 reading for my earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The top row will be associated with the new moon, which is in September 14th or 15th on the cusp. It is in Virgo. So this is looking for clarity and trying to let go of control. So how does this relate for my earth signs? That's the best. Okay. So right away, it looks like we do have a decision to make here with the Two of Swords. And we see divine counterparts here as well. This is all very having to do with, I believe, finances. So we have the King of Coins and the Queen of Coins. And what's good about it is that they are upright in the same direction. So meaning they are on the same page. And the Knight of Coins is talking about like your future savings. So I'm feeling like this is definitely something having to do with making decisions about like saving money or retirement, or, how you're going to be handling your future finances. We will clarify, of course, each of these cards, but it does feel like it's some type of decision you're trying to make. Like I said, with the Virgo in the new moon, looking for order and clarity, and maybe trying to let go of control. So what I'm getting with this, with that energy of the moon, is maybe you need to have, if you don't already, like maybe some looking for like a financial advisor or somebody to help you kind of manage your money. Maybe they have more knowledge than the both of you do, and just maybe being able to let the control go and trust someone in order to help you with that could be the solution to, figuring out what decision to make when it comes to your future finances. So let's clarify with my other deck here. So let's please clarify the Two of Swords in this decision in the beginning of September for my earth signs. Let's clarify the Two of Swords. All right. We have the World in reverse. So I'm feeling that, well, there's always like cycles. The World does talk about cycles, okay? Like things are good, things are bad, things begin, things come to an end. So I'm feeling like there's some type of closure, like retirement or something that you're waiting to come to completion, or you're wanting to come to completion. And maybe that's what you're trying to make a decision. Maybe it's a change of work circumstances. Or if this happens to be for people that are in a relationship, maybe it's talking about a change in the status of the relationship, and how that will affect finances. So, excuse me. So yeah, that's kind of what's, kind of on the horizon here, or what needs to be looked at. So let's clarify the King of Coins here. What's the King of Coins when it's coming to this situation? Okay, so the King of Coins is clarified by the Seven of Cups, which basically the King of Coins is very uncertain of what to do. So they are looking at things like, I don't know. I don't even know, like, what to look at first or where things should be going. But the King of Coins is someone who is very practical. So it's like they really need, for themselves, they need to do things very like slowly, in order, clearly, and making sure like everything is kind of set. So it's probably difficult for them when they're not even sure like where to begin when it comes to, this financial situation. So let's clarify the Nine of Coins. So the Knight of Coins is clarified by the Magician, okay? So basically that is an individual card. So I'm kind of getting that perhaps it's either like a retirement situation, or more like a divorce or marriage. Okay, it's some kind of like beginning or ending with finances and how that they're going to be affected. Because again, the Magician is an individual. So it's, for example, if you're doing the retirement thing, it's like one person is retiring. So how is that decision going to affect the relationship? Or if they're one person, if these people are, which I feel like they maybe just got married or will be getting married, because the King and the Queen, they both came out as coins. So that is definite counterparts. So if they're getting married, then maybe the person's like, maybe we should have like a prenup. Maybe one person makes a lot more money than the other person, or maybe they're coming from, a place where they've really already established a lot, or they have children from another marriage, or, there's all kinds of stories. But again, it's kind of like looking at the individual and how that person is going to be affected by the changes in the future. So it's interesting that they're together, but they're looking at things as an individual. So again, to me, that means like prenup, or maybe divorce, where things are going to have to be split, or as in retirement, as in like, okay, well, do we have enough for both of us, or is the other person going to have to do more? That type of thing. So now let's clarify the position of the Queen of Coins in this situation. Okay, she's clarified by the Ten of Cups. So basically, she's, no matter what, she's going to be set. So she's not the one who's worrying here. It's the King of Coins that's worried about the situation. So yeah, like she's set. She's happy with whatever is happening, or whatever changes are being made. It's almost like she is pretty much unconcerned, because she knows she's going to come out of it in the end being fine. Okay. Sorry, King of Coins. You're the one that's kind of in the bad position right now. Maybe not bad position, but just in the position of worry or wondering, trying to figure out what to do. And the anxiety is laying within the King of Coins. The Queen of Coins is not anxious about this when it comes to the finances. Okay, so we're going to continue with this situation, looking at the second half of September when the full moon is in Aries. And this is the message for this is not to rush things. Slow down and consider everything before moving forward. So that's sounding like good advice already for this King of Cups here. King of Coins, clarified by the Seven of Cups. So let me look at the cards for this half of September in this situation. Oh, ugh, I really need to have more space here. Okay. All right. For my earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, please show us the cards that need to be seen for this second half of September 2023. Oh, okay, that's nice. Oh, all right. We got some mix of emotions here. So I like that the Nine of Cups came up right side up because wishes are going to be fulfilled and granted. Okay. But sometimes when you get some things, it's because you've had to let go of other things. And so with the Nine of Coins, the finances for someone, and I'm really feeling it for the King of Coins, sorry. I feel like it's going to be a little bit rougher situation. I feel like this probably is a divorce. So again, this is a general reading, but this is turning out to be very specific. If you do not resonate with this, please check out your other Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. This just doesn't happen to be your reading today. So basically this is going to be rough financially for this person. And then with the Three of Swords, there will be, heartache, and the Five of Coins is kind of like the down and out or being left out in the cold. Okay. So it's going to be a hard transition or a hard change, or this ending. Remember, we talked about the world, things wanting to like be in completion or the cycle closing. Again, it's really coming out kind of strongly as financial issues with separation or divorce. But overall, it's like, it's a wish. So basically this is a good situation not a good situation. It's a situation where, going through this is going to be tough and everything, but in the end, it's for the best. Okay. This is like the light and hope of better to come here with the Nine of Cups. So let's look at clarifying these down here. So yes, again, sorry, this is just seems to be very specific. Although this is a general reading. So take what resonates, leave the rest. All right, please clarify this Nine of Cups. Please clarify this Nine of Cups in this situation. Okay, the Nine of Cups, excuse me, is clarified by the Six of Matches, okay? Which is like the Six of Wands. So, I mean, I love this because it is victory. So this, again, this is like the bright spot in this reading where this wish is going to be coming true and that you are going to be victorious. Like, there is no question there. This is going to be victorious. Please clarify this Nine of Coins in reverse. Please clarify this Nine of Coins in reverse. We have the Judgment in reverse. And And again, with this Nine of Coins in reverse, I feel like this one person is gonna kind of get the rough end of the situation, where things are not really going to go in their favor judgment wise. And again, I'm feeling like it has to do with this divorce or situation, and it absolutely makes sense with the Nine of Coins in reverse, because the Nine of Coins is usually like being able to do it yourself, like be able to, have like do your own finances and do it all together. And so it's just, to me, it's showing a very, kind of rough making things work financially. Please clarify the Three of Swords. Please clarify the Three of Swords. But again, please keep in mind, this is very hard. This is tough. I mean, all divorces, I don't want to say all, but many divorces, I mean, that's just a really, really, really hard thing to go through. But remember, like, there's better to come. There's a reason you have to like get through all this and these struggles. It's because you're not, things that you're not happy right now, but happiness will be coming through this hardship. So Three of Swords is clarified by the Messenger in reverse. And I believe this is like a different card in this deck. This is like the 5 Cent Tarot. And to me, because it talks about the messenger and it's spirit guides, but it's in reverse, I feel like this person, or whoever in particular is having this heartbreak, it's like they need to connect more to spirit. They need to have more faith. They need to listen more to their intuition and just have belief and faith that things are going to be fine, because they are. Okay? They are going to be fine. Right here, these cards say that. So it's just like, if you're having, whoever this is, if they're having a very hard time, you're having a hard time, just, again, idea is slow down, consider things before moving forward, but, letting go of control, that these are the themes of the month. So this is like a big, like putting your trust and your faith in the hands of the divine, the universe, God, whoever, you consider your higher connection. All right, please clarify this 5 of Coins. Please clarify the 5 of Coins. This is like just like the fire signs. Feels like a rough month, but they're saying if we get through this month, it feels like things are going to definitely be on the upswing. I haven't done the water and air signs, but we'll see. We'll see what their month's looking like. Clarifying the 5 of Coins is the 3 of Cups. So, I like this, because even though this person's definitely going to be feeling like down and out or being left out in the cold, they have, a good support. They have friends. The 3 of Cups, they have people, a support system that are going to be there for them, a community of support. So again, this is rough, but you're definitely moving on to better times, and you have your faith and, the people here on earth that love you, that will help you get through this. Okay, let me pull the overall energy cards for this reading with the Moon Goddess, Queen of the Moon Oracle cards. What is the overall energy for this reading for my Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, in the month of September 2023? The Path, 8. I love it. This is the path you're meant to be on. 8 is for me, is the number of success. So just know that even though this might be a hard time, that it is meant to be, and you will be successful at the end. So thank you so much, my earth signs. Please like and subscribe if this resonated with you. That helps me a lot. And right now I'm going to clear these cards and go into the bonus reading for Virgo for this month of September. Alright, let's go. Get these mixed up good. These are big cards. My hands barely fit around them. Thus, when I try to do the shuffle type of, or riffle, whatever the heck it's called, type of shuffling, it's not pretty. I'm gonna try it again. Okay, let's do the bonus reading for Virgo for this month of September 2023. What do we need to know? What do we need to see for Virgo? So very interestingly enough, here's the decision card that we started with for the general reading of everybody. The decision is made, okay? So even if you're feeling that this is like, if you're still putting it back and forth in your head, that is wasting your time. We have over here the Eight of Wands in reverse. So I'm feeling like you already know in your heart what the decision is, what it should be, right? So, you know, the Queen of Wands is someone who is not putting really any energy into a certain situation. There is, the Temperance card is saying that there needs to be balance. There is balance. And again, over here, we have the Five of Cups, which is a disappointment in emotional relationships. So this is obviously coming from the overall general reading for the earth signs. Again, this could be, I'm feeling it is like almost an extended reading, particularly for Virgo with this situation here. But bringing balance, you know, that's the main focus. That's the very middle card here. That is like, you need to be bringing balance into your life. And the decision to maybe, you know, let go of this, the Queen of Wands, or someone who's not really putting any energy into the situation. And like masculine, feminine, it doesn't matter. We all have masculine or feminine energies. So again, Queen or King is an energy. Doesn't necessarily have to be male or female. And basically to just stop putting your energies in the wrong direction, because you're just keep getting disappointment. Okay? So let's clarify this for Virgo. And let's clarify this, the Two of Swords in reverse, please, for this situation. Two of Swords in reverse. I don't need it. Do this. Okay. Judgment. Okay. So Judgment upright this time. So definitely, you know, with this, the whole situation, to me, this is talking about like the court system, documents, you know, going through the process. It's already been decided that this, you know in your heart that this is the way to go, or what you need to be doing. The decision that needs to be made. Please clarify this Queen of Wands in reverse. Please clarify this Queen of Wands in reverse. We have Temperance upright. Okay, so I'm actually going to probably clarify this. We have Temperance twice here. So it's like there really needs to be a balancing out. And to me, it's feeling like coming after this decision being made with the Judgment, since this is coming after it, it feels like this is going to bring a lot of balance that was missing in your life. Okay? And especially here, if you're dealing with someone who is not giving any, energy towards the relationship, that to me, I feel like letting go of that is going to be welcoming in, new relationships that will balance, that you will get, relationships that will also be, effort will be given as much as you give. So then let's clarify this Temperance. The first Temperance, we talked about the need for this balance, or that balance will be happening after this situation. That is clarified by the Unknown in reverse. And since this card here has egotism at the top, I feel like part of getting this balance is letting go of the ego. All right. So basically letting go of having to be right about everything. Again, maybe talking about compromise. Compromise does not mean you're saying that you are wrong. All right. Compromise is just taking the mature path and being willing to give and take. All right. So this balance is going to need the person to definitely be letting go of control, which very interestingly, again, the energies for this month are talking about looking for order and clarity and like trying to let go of control. All right, clarify this Eight of Wands in reverse, please. Clarify the Eight of Wands in reverse. For our Virgos, month of September. And Virgo, this might be hard for you too, because, you like to have things in order. You like to have things clear and organized. So like not having control over certain aspects is, and it's going to be hard for you. And also because you are very intellectual, like Virgo people seem to be very logical, intellectual. And when things make sense logically, but then you have to maybe, like we said, if you are like giving in or having to compromise with something that you don't think is as logical, like the decision isn't as logical as the decision that you think should be made, that's also going to be difficult. So let's clarify the Eight of Wands in reverse. So we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So to me, I'm feeling like you're going to be resistant. You're going to be resistant to like these changes that need to be made. Again, because when it's clarifying the Eight of Wands in reverse, to me, that Eight of Wands in reverse means like putting your energy in the wrong directions. And with this Eight of Cups in reverse, again, I feel like, yeah, you're going to be kind of getting in your own way with certain things. And I feel that connects with the egotism too, when the word here on the Unknown reversed. It's like you have to let go of that ego. You have to let go of just fighting for something that you're just banging your head against a brick wall. Okay, you have to come to the conclusion that it's not like you're giving. If compromise is not giving up or giving in, it's just trying to make a wise decision with others. Okay, I feel like the people I'm talking to here are very stubborn people. Okay, you are very stubborn, but you just do have to be able to let that go. So let's clarify the Five of Cups. Clarify the Five of Cups, please. Four of Cups. Okay. So going from the Five of Cups of just being overall disappointed, going down to the Four of Cups, to me, it's like a decreasing of blame. That's what I'm hearing. So it's kind of like being able to see you're going more inward and contemplating and able to see kind of like where you may have also been at blame for certain things that happened in this situation, and being able to accept that and then move forward. Because when you're in a state of like just blaming others, you have no control because you're giving everyone else the control of the situation. When you come into yourself and realize like that certain actions or behaviors that you had, you know, kind of aided in this situation, you have to realize then that you have control over that because you have control over your own behaviors and reactions. And then if you're able to change those, you will be able to move forward out of this disappointment. Okay, so I would like to just do an overall card or three. I'm going to do three overall cards for this, just to like kind of see our energies here and maybe get some guidance. So basically, though, I do see that this situation is saying that, be open to compromise in order to get balance. Learn about yourself and your ego. Take responsibility for your part in what has happened. And in that way, you will be able to change things for yourself and move forward. But let me see what some overall energies are. We have power, sovereignty, and blossoming. So yeah, we just talked about you being in control. A 1 is like the self, a 6 is peace. Together, it makes a 7, which is like knowing your inner self, your spirituality. So again, that connects directly to the last part that we said about kind of reflecting or contemplating about your responsibility or your role in what happened. Sovereignty is, to me, it's kind of like the Empress, and 4 is like good foundations, and 1 is like self, but also new beginning. And so altogether is a 5. So to me, it's like change. And the Empress is, she has learned the lessons of all the queens. So she has become very wise in realizing the different parts of herself that she's had to change or deal with in order to become this Empress power. And then blossoming at the end, 3s are expansion and growth and happiness. So you have 33, so altogether it's 6, which is peace. And of course, blossoming is coming into something new, like new life, something new and beautiful. So again, I just feel like, kind of looking at your role in the situation and what's happened and learning from it and moving forward, making changes for yourself will definitely bring you into a better sense of yourself and your power in relationships in your life, and you'll have a beautiful new beginning. So thank you very much, Virgo. This has been your bonus reading. If it has resonated with you, please like or subscribe to the channel. and I will see you in the next one. Hello, water signs. It is your turn for the September reading of 2023. The energies of the new moon in Virgo and the full moon in Aries. So let's start at the top here with the new moon in Virgo. And remember, this is for anyone that has a water, sun, moon rising, or Venus. So the new moon this month is in Virgo. So we're looking for order and clarity and trying to let go of control. So what energies do we have here for the water signs in September 2023 new moon energies? Okay. So we're starting with the Three of Coins upright, which is talking about being rewarded for your skills, or also as in like knowing your worth. And I like that it's upright because it feels like you are in a position of knowing your worth, or you are actually getting to a point where you are being rewarded for your skills. Now, next we have the Nine of Swords in reverse and the Six of Swords in reverse. And I'm putting those two together because I feel like you are not going to go back to a repetitive cycle, to a repetitive nightmare, something that just never keeps, something that is repeating but never keeps, it never works out. Okay, it just keeps going and going. So I like that, again, that these are reversed because it says like you've discovered your self-worth, how much, that you deserve equal give and take in relationships, in career and whatever, and you're not going back to cycles or people or things or places that don't come to fruition for you. So we also do have the Lovers in reverse. So this could be like a twin flame type of thing where perhaps you were the chaser and now you're giving up that role, or you're understanding that it's time to like take a break and concentrate on yourself and what you deserve, or not to put up with behaviors or things that have been happening in your relationships that are not beneficial for yourself or not equal. But of course, we will clarify these cards to make sure what this is really talking about. And the Lovers can also mean like choices. So in reverse for this in particular, I feel like maybe like your choice has been made, or your mind is made up into in accordance to what you have decided to do here, with not going back to repetitive toxic cycles. Okay. So in relationship to the Virgo influences in the new moon, maybe you've just decided that just letting go, not being the chaser energy, is trusting the universe and kind of just, instead of forcing something to happen, to let it come naturally, or have things work out in a natural way where you are just stepping back and letting the universe take control. So let's clarify these cards. Can we please clarify the Three of Coins upright in this situation for my water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces? Okay, we have the King of Needles upright. So that is the King of Swords. So perhaps this is someone who is going to come out, or has come out, with some clarity of a situation, or where you perhaps have taken on the characteristics of the King of Swords, where, you know, you are very disciplined and very clear with your intentions and communication. All right, let's continue. Please clarify this Nine of Swords in reverse. We have the Eight of Needles upright, which is the Eight of Swords. Okay. So definitely, to me, this is saying that, you know, this situation was something that was very oppressive, that kept you stuck. And definitely it was something that you need to let go of, or change your perspective of, just to make changes so that the cycle didn't keep repeating. Let's look at the Six of Swords in reverse. Can we clarify that, please? Okay, the Chariot. So the Chariot is talking about, you know, movement forward, also balance. On the card, also, they have the keywords of determination and willpower in this deck. And to me, that is definitely, you know, showing that you have determination and to not go back to these types of situations that are going to keep you stuck. So it's good because, like, so, you know, sometimes these things are very tempting, or like, you know, there's a situation or a person that's kind of in our heart, so we're always kind of trying to become more compassionate or open, and then we just get sucked kind of like right back in the cycle. So I'm glad to see, though, that you are determined not to get sucked back into that cycle. And not saying that the person is bad or doing this on purpose to keep you stuck, but it's just, you know, lack of change or lack of something in the situation that it's just not working. All right, let's clarify these Lovers in reverse. Okay, so the Lovers in reverse is clarified by the Two of Swords in reverse, or the Two of Needles. And for me, the Two of Needles in reverse means that the decision is already made. So to me, again, that is clarifying or validating or reinforcing, I guess I should say, that you are determined not to get back into that cycle. It's already made in your mind. There's no hesitation. You are not going to do something that's going to get yourself back into this toxic cycle. So interestingly enough, though, like I said, because of this paired with the energies of the new moon in Virgo, which is looking for the clarity, but also trying to let go of control, I think you're going to realize that giving up control is, or, you know, not being the chaser, not accepting this type of energy, this is what's going to help you remove yourself from this repetitive stuck cycle. So it's almost like an opposite feeling. Like normally you would feel like, what do I need to do to continue this, or like to fight for it, or like to get out, to get out of this continuation. And it's almost like you need to stop doing things. You need to stop accepting things that you are worth more than. You know, don't devalue yourself for these other situations that are not treating you correctly. Okay, so we're going to continue this going into the full moon, which is in Aries, later on in the month. And the message for this one is to do not rush things, to slow down and consider things before moving forward. So with that, again, and I feel like it's an energy of not forcing things in connection to what we just saw here in the reading. It's an energy of not forcing things. Consider things before moving forward in your time, on your terms. So let's see. We have the King of Coins in reverse, the Knight of Wands, Five of Coins in reverse, and the Nine of Coins. Okay. So the King of Coins in reverse, to me, again, is kind of talking about it in conjunction with this situation, is not worrying about, being in control of everything, or being in control of the foundations, or, the physicalities, or exactly how things are going to work. As we talk about also things like the law of attraction, they're always saying that you put your intention out there, but you give in to the universe to let it come to you in the way the universe has deemed the best way, right? So it's like, it's hard a lot of times. I mean, I'm a fire sign, so it's really hard for me to not be the one in charge or doing action. But the best analogy I've heard is like, when you go to a restaurant and you choose what you want from the menu, right? You put in your order. And then after that, you just wait, right? Like, you're not following the waiter back in the kitchen and making sure the cook and everybody else is like cutting all the ingredients correctly, or how you think they should be cut, or, how things should be put together and cooked. I mean, you're just enjoying yourself, talking with your friends, just patiently waiting and with confidence that you are going to get what you ordered. So, this is kind of a feeling that I'm getting with this too, with, again, letting go of the control of the details of things. The Knight of Wands, following this, to me, the Knight of Wands also talks about kind of an energy, like a new energy coming into a situation. Since that's kind of followed then by the Five of Coins in reverse, I'm feeling like there will be something, it will be a type of energy coming in that's going to make you not feel this, out in the cold. The Five of Coins upright is feeling like, the down and out, or out in the cold type of a feeling, but reversed, it's like you're getting out of that feeling. So there will be some kind of a new energy, maybe even a person that comes in with this energy that's going to help you kind of come out of this situation. Which at the end, with the Nine of Coins, you will most definitely be back to your good self, or probably even better, because the Nine of Coins talks about like independence and, being happy within yourself and being able to do things on your own without having to, depend or be connected to others in like toxic ways. Okay, like, look how happy she is. She's free. I love the bird on here, because to me, birds are always talk about like freedom. And so, she's with herself, and she's free, and everything's going fine. Not saying that you're going to be alone, just saying that, breaking free and letting go and letting the universe guide you in things that you don't have control over will keep you from being stuck like in any of these types of repetitive cycles. So let's clarify that. Please clarify the King of Coins in reverse for my water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, for this month of September 2023. And I must say, this reading for the water signs has been a lot lighter, even though it feels like I was stuck in this repetitive cycle, but you're getting out of it. Like the poor fire and earth signs have more of a struggle this month. At least it feels like you're getting out of yours. All right, let's clarify the King of Coins. The King of Coins is clarified by strength in reverse. And to me, again, just because of how the reading is flowing, strength in reverse, and we talked about the King of Coins of, again, letting, kind of like not having to be in charge of the details, just putting in your order and letting it go. I'm feeling that's just, you know, the strength in reverse card is just kind of validating that, saying like you don't have to be the one that bears all the, you know, all the details or bears the weight of everything that should be happening to make your dreams come true. You can relax and let others, and let the other, you know, universe or God or whoever you call to, you know, put that in their hands. Let's clarify the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands clarified. I'm going to move these up a little bit. Knight of Wands is clarified by the Seven of Wands in reverse. Okay. So again, like the very top here is giving in. So to me, again, like this is giving in. There's going to be help coming in for you. You know, don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to let others kind of take the reins when it comes to certain situations, because you know, you're not going to need to be defensive, or you're not going to have to do it on your own. That's the Seven of Matches reverse to me, is you're not going to have to do it on your own. You know, this Knight of Wands is going to be coming in and helping you and supporting you. Can we clarify the Five of Coins, please? Clarify the Five of Coins. Okay, so we have the Eight of Buttons reversed. So that is like the Eight of Coins. And again, this is, you know, Eight of Coins right side up talks about hard work. So to me, when it's reversed, it's kind of saying like, you know what, you're not going to have to work as hard. Things are going to get easier for you. You're coming out of this time of feeling left out of the cold and like down and out and just kind of like lost. Again, this is very positive reinforcement that, you know, things are going to become easier for you, for sure. And I feel like things are going to be coming easier for you, you know, all around. When, you know, this cycle must have been something that definitely was very, very weighing on you. We did obviously see that, you know, you're stuck in a sad feeling, oppression, or, you know, whatever this was. But I feel like you standing in your ground and like not repeating this cycle is really opening things up for you, just making life so much easier and a more like a lighter feeling, not such like a heavy energy feeling. So can we please clarify here with the Nine of Coins? What is the energies here with the Nine of Coins? Nine of Coins is clarified by the Four of Cups. So to me, again, we did talk about being, you know, on your own in a way of kind of knowing yourself and in your own power and being free and okay with that. And the Four of Cups is also about contemplation. So again, it is reinforcing about knowing about yourself, going inside, and, you know, realizing that you really are all that you need. Not that you're going to always be alone or anything like that, because obviously we see, you know, people coming in to help you, that type of thing. But it's just, I think, connected back to knowing your worth, and which you've come to it. You've come to know your worth. You come to know that you don't deserve these types of situations anymore. And that, you know, just this inner going in and learning about yourself and realizing that has really made you come into yourself. And that's very beautiful. All right, so now I'm going to just grab some these moon oracle cards just to get some overall feeling of the energies for my water signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for this month of September. Obviously, this has been a general reading, so take what resonates with you and leave the rest. And, you can also be sure to check out any of the other elemental readings for this month, depending on, the type of signs that are in your chart, in your birth chart. All right, what are our overall energies here for the water signs in the month of September 2023? Oops, let me do this one more time. Okay, one more time. Okay, we have change. Yes, of course. That's awesome because we said you're done. You're done with this cycle. You're changing, you're getting out of it. And it's very interesting because this card in particular, and again, though, actually, look at all the birds. So again, that I relate that to the freedom. And with this kind of lightning on here, this is being called to me. Even this is called the thunder moon. The lightning, to me, it seems like this is something that is definitely going to strike or happen more quickly than you think, and it's going to be very illuminating. You're going to really see clarity. And it's 35, so 3 is expansion and happiness. Of course, 5 is change. And altogether, the number here is an 8. So an 8 to me is success. So don't be afraid of this change, of moving forward, of, making this break with this cycle, because it is going to bring you much success. Okay, water signs, thank you so much for being here today. Please like or subscribe if this has resonated with you, and I will see you next time. Welcome, air signs, to your portion of the September 2023 Antique Moon Tarot reading. I apologize if people who have just come from the water reading, I don't know what was happening with my camera. It was like having a hard time focusing. I hope it will not do the same here. If so, we'll just have to readjust. But anyhow, so we are working with the energies of the new and full moon of this September. In the beginning of September, we have the new moon in Virgo, which is looking for order and clarity and trying to let go of control of situations. So let's start with that energy and see what's in store for the air signs of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. All right. So what are the energies here? Okay. So we're starting with the 5 of Wands upright. So that is a condition of, obstacles or struggles, something that have been happening for you. But happily, the Sun comes right after that. So you will reach your goal. You will be able to get over these obstacles and be bountiful and fruitful in, reaching these goals that you have set for yourself. I feel like they might be related to finances because as we see, the next card is the 5 of Coins in reverse, which is kind of like the down and out card or being left out in the cold. And it's like getting out of that situation. So you may have been in a situation where your finances were not going so well. So what you are doing here is luckily overcoming of adversity and challenges in order to dig yourself out of that particular situation. and the Ace of Wands at the end. I feel like this is going to be probably actually a pretty substantial victory for yourself, or you're going to feel very accomplished when this is done, because this is like igniting a whole new energy or passion or excitement in yourself when you have accomplished this. So I almost feels like it means a lot. It means that there's a bright future for you. It means that there's hope for you. That means that, you know, you have a lot to look forward to. These are just the messages that I'm feeling. But we will clarify and see what other details we can get about this situation in the beginning of the month of September. Please clarify this Five of Wands. Please clarify these challenges for my air signs in the beginning of the month of September 2023. Okay. So the Five of Wands is clarified by the Six of Matches, which is the Six of Wands. And of course, I love it. Victory, right? So as we already saw here, this is just definitely clarifying that these obstacles are not ones that you cannot overcome. In fact, you will overcome them because you will be victorious. Let's clarify the Sun, please. The Sun. Sun. The Sun is clarified by the Magician in the upright. So I love that because, you know, the Magician actually talks about like manifestation, abilities, knowing your skills, your individual talents, and just in recognition with the Sun card, I feel like, you know, this was probably like an individual effort. This is something, it's interesting because over here I was talking about with the Ace of Wands that you're going to feel very satisfied and it's going to be a significant victory. And with here, the Magician, it is. So it's like you can take credit for this. Like this is something that you have actually really done on your own. And, you know, it's going to really fulfill you and give you like strength and just confidence within yourself. You know, there may be, you know, some support in a team effort, but most people are going to know that you were the one that really deserves a recognition for this triumph. Okay, please can't talk. Blech. Please clarify the Five of Coins in reverse. Please clarify the Five of Coins in reverse. Okay, Five of Coins in reverse is clarified by the Judgment, right side up. So very interesting because you're getting out of this down and out situation, or whatever the situation I said that you may have had issues financially with. The Judgment card can actually also talk about like legalities or paperwork or, you know, court systems or something to that effect. Why are you doing this, camera? Stop going in and out. Stop. So luckily with this Judgment card, it's saying, you know, right side up, that things definitely go in your favor. So if you do have something in connection with this that is definitely like court related or, you know, any type of paperwork or that type of thing, that it is going to be fine. It's going to go in your favor. All right, please clarify this Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is clarified by the Hermit in reverse. To me, the Hermit in reverse talks about coming out of your shell, and actually paired with the Ace of Wands here, it's coming into your power. Again, to me, this is a message of coming into yourself, becoming more confident, and understanding, you know, or an empowerment, pretty much like understanding that the type of power that you have that no one can take away from you. So nice. All right, so we're going to continue this into the next part of September, where the moon is in Aries, where this cautions to not rush things, try to slow down and consider things before moving forward. Okay, so in accordance with this, it's like you have this victory, but don't be, don't be rushing forward after this, and with this victory, and take time to celebrate. Okay, take time to realize that you have accomplished something, and then reset and go forward from there. So let's throw some cards here for the second part of September. We have the King of Cups upright, a Judgment again upright, the World in reverse, and the Ten of Coins upright. Okay. So King of Cups, to me, in continuation with the reading up top here, I'm really feeling the King of Cups is talking about, you loving yourself. This just seems like a big realization about who you are, what you can do, and what, your power and your ability to make life what you want of it. And I'm just moving these up so you can see them a little better. Especially here, with the Judgment card again coming up in the upright position. An extra message for me in this one, though, is talking about, like, with this new perspective of yourself and your power, of taking stock in life, like really sitting down and deciding, what are my priorities? How do I want my life to go? And to start, like, a path in that direction. Then followed here by the World. I'm just going to get my camera from being crazy. Followed by the World. The World is in reverse, but to me that is just saying there's a cycle that's in the process of being completed and starting over. The World is all about endings and new beginnings. So in this one, it's like it's time now that you can set larger goals and work towards them, in connection with the priorities that you have now set for yourself and how you want your life to go. You have a fresh path to complete and discover, like, the ultimate goal that you're looking for, which I believe for a lot of you is connected to happy family and sturdy, like being stable financially and with a family, because the Ten of Coins is, to me, it's the happy family card of, and including like finances and like having a home and all the earthly things that coins represent. So this is looking good. It's like you're really discovering yourself and taking control. That's so interesting, though, because, for the moon here, we were talking about a lot of this energies for the other elemental readings have been like letting go of control. But I feel like in this one, it's like you're kind of coming into your own and realizing the power that you have in your own life. So we're going to clarify these cards now. So please clarify this King of Cups in this energy of Aries in the full moon. For my air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay, oh my gosh, this King of Cups is clarified by the Ten of Cups. You have the Ten of Coins and the Ten of Cups. That is freaking awesome. I mean, even on this Ten of Cups, it says family bliss. So, this goal, maybe this is a a goal that you just at some point thought was unobtainable. Like you were never going to get the goal of like this happy family and stability and financial security and just happiness. But the 10 of cups and the 10 of coins, you're going to have it all. You're going to have the love of your life. You're going to have harmony. Everything's just, it's going to be a very, very happy goal or a happy time for you in life, for sure. You're going to get it. Let's clarify this Judgment card. Stop, camera. Don't know why you're doing this to me. Okay, the Judgment card is clarified by the 9 of matches in reverse, which is the 9 of, I'm sorry, not in reverse, which is the 9 of wands. Let me see this dude. And it's cool because it says resilience on it. So again, when we were talking about coming into your power, and perhaps before, when you didn't have confidence that you weren't thinking you would ever be able to accomplish this goal. This is telling you now that all the hard times that you went through have made you a resilient person. Like that other person is gone. Like this person is able to overcome challenges and, really be able to stand up for themselves and their community and accomplish really what they want to accomplish. Okay. I just adjust this. Hopefully it'll stop being crazy. Okay, so let's clarify the world. Let's clarify the world here. The world in reverse. Okay, we have the Queen of Buttons upright. So definitely this is a very a quality of someone who is a provider, a caregiver. Again, having very down to earth, connecting with the stability and earthly wealth. So just having that in the connection with the World card, it's almost feeling like this, for a lot of you, is someone that's going to help you or is part of your goal. So it's like you're looking for this partnership. You're looking for someone that has these qualities. And whether it be a male or female isn't really the idea here, because again, we all have masculine and feminine energy in us. So it's just that you're looking for this more feminine energy, a partner that has, a good head on their shoulders, feet on the ground, but also very caring and giving and, emotional for others, not cold, but not over emotional as well. Someone that has a good head on their shoulders, as I said. So that's interesting. Aw. And I like it too because you've comes like right after with all this family talk, so maybe, that to that person, this is the last piece of the puzzle to get what they're looking for. So can we clarify the 10 of coins, please? The 10 of coins. Clarify the 10 of coins. Okay, so the 10 of coins is clarified by the 6 of needles, which is the 6 of swords. And that is like moving forward to me. The 6 of swords is talking about moving forward to a safer place, a calmer place, having more peace in your life. And I just really believe that totally justifies or like clarifies or whatever the word is we're trying to say. It really goes with this whole idea of having this stable family, loving and just an overall peaceful existence. So that's beautiful. I love it. Moving on to calmer shores, knowing that, you know, you have the abilities in creating the type of life that you want to create. All right, I'm going to draw these Moon Oracle cards. I think I'll draw, well, probably one. We'll see what I feel like. But for the overall energy for my air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius in this month of September 2023, as in summary of the reading here for the air signs. What do we have? Okay, so we have the Fear card, and which is number, interestingly enough, is number 11. So to me, that is, you know, in accordance with this reading, it's all about conquering your fears. 11 is balance. 11 is actually the number of the Justice card here, which that means we have now had the judgment of, not justice, I'm sorry, the Judgment card. Well, Judgment is 20 actually, but this is reminding me of the Justice. For some reason I heard the Justice and Judgment. But this is all about, again though, feeling like things balancing out, things going in your favor. So overcoming fear is, you know, and being free of that fear. You know, look at this, the bird cage here, and all the birds are kind of freed from the cage. That is releasing your fears and becoming confident. I'm going to draw two more in explanation of that. We have the supermoon attraction, which is so interesting because this, well, I'm doing this reading at the very end of August, which is a supermoon. So maybe things will start happening quicker for my air signs than, you know, maybe you're not going to have to wait all the way till September begins. But so again, we did talk about the law of attraction and being able to, you know, bring in what you want in your life. And the number is 44. Fours are good foundations. To me, it were, you know, 2 4s. We talked about the good financial foundations and the foundations in love with both 10s of cups. And 2 4s together is 8, which is, to me, success. I'm going to draw one more to finish up here. Resilience. Isn't that the second time we've had resilience? It is. We had resilience on this card here and resilience here. And the number is 21. 2 is balance. 1 is like the self, or also new beginning. And the overall number is 3 for happiness and expansion. Air signs, I think you guys probably got the best reading this month compared to all the other signs. I love this. You're absolutely coming into yourself, recognizing your power, and working towards a life of peace and happiness. So thank you so much for being here with me today. If this has resonated with you, please like and subscribe, and I will see you the next time.